What is up? You thought I was gone? Ain't going nowhere. They can't get me. Your boy's unstoppable. We out, we down, we missed this earnings call, but we're still gonna make it through all-time high very soon. For those of you who get the reference, you get the reference. Look, ladies and gentlemen, whatever happened, right? It's over. We can't control the past. Only thing that matters, as Obi says, what's the next best trade? That's the only thing that matters. What's the next move that we can take? How can we progress from whatever just happened? And how can we keep growing, right? So here we are, part 2, chapter 2, growing part 2. We're gonna try doing the stream. It might change around in time zones, you know, sometimes at 4, sometimes maybe things later on in the day, because I'm still working out my new trading situation at the moment, talking to a couple prop firms, talking to a couple account managers and so on to see if I can work with them. So based on that, we'll see how I get back to trading. But until I do that, you know, I plan on continue to doing these streams for you guys like I used to do back in the day at 8 o'clock. But instead of 8 o'clock, I'm free earlier now. I don't have to travel 2 goddamn hours into a workplace anymore, right? So a little bit more freedom of time, freedom of mobility. I see a lot of people in the chat already. That's honestly, that's means a lot to me. Means a lot to me. You guys are blowing up over here. Great to see all the support. Great to see all the love coming in. For those of you who are, you know, wondering as to what happened, I'll keep it short and simple right now. Obviously, things didn't work out between Trader TV and myself. They decided to end the contract for the trading and the YouTube side. They said, you know, the viewers numbers weren't growing and the retention rate it was dropping with me as the host. So they figured they're gonna go with a different route. I respect their opinion. They canceled both of my contracts, sadly, so I'm no longer with that group of people. So now we're gonna be looking for other situations. We're gonna be looking for other trading prop firms. We're gonna maybe open up our own personal account with a way smaller buying power, sadly, if that's the case we have to go through. And we're gonna get back over the hump, get back over the hurdle, and get back to where we want to be in life. Like someone said earlier, a little bit of a pullback, but a healthy pullback, because then without a pullback, you can't really go through those all-time highs, right? A little healthy pullback and we go through the all-time highs. I invite all of you for that journey, and hopefully we have a great time and grow together. But for now, as you guys are here for this after hours show, I'm pretty sure you guys are here to look at all the fun moves that happened today, all the fun moves that are going to happen right now in the after hours session with earnings, and all the fun moves that might happen tomorrow, and how can we situate ourselves to make money off of these situations. If you were following my Twitter yesterday night, even being emotional and upset a little bit off everything happened, I still put in work for you guys on Twitter. I sent out some tweets on how to possibly trade. I believe it was Lucid, Palantir, and I forget what, Chegg. Hopefully you guys followed that notes over there. We're gonna throw some more notes after this stream today for anyone interested on what stocks I'm really looking forward. But why don't we dive in? Why don't we get the party started? And welcome to the new stream room, the better improved stream room. Ignore that bag and that dirt over there. That's basically all the stuff that I had to carry out of the office after getting fired. All right, let me show you. Ignore the shorts too. This is basically as it is. My keyboard, my mouse pad, my red shirt that you guys see me with, my green shirt you guys see me with, and all my toys exactly as it is. Haven't even touched it. So we'll clean that up later. We'll clean that bad boy up later, but why don't we dive into the market here, because that's what we guys are here for. Let's jump in to... No way we're ignoring the shorts. Yo, why did I even get up, bro? Why did I even get up? That's such a dumb thing to do. Why did I get up with these shorts with such a nice shirt on? I was trying to, like, you know, be hidden, trying to hide with that, but no, I screwed myself over by standing up. Let's go to the stocks that are moving around. We're waiting for Rivian's earnings numbers to come out. It's supposed to be 410. Let me just grab my notes over here. My notes are over here. I don't have it in my notes as to what time the stocks are coming out, so we can just go back over here. As you guys can see right there, Rivian announcing earnings at around 410 or so, 405 Upstart. We got Twilio 405, Mara 405, CELH. Now here's an interesting company, CELH. Previously, I thought Celsius, which was, I think, a cryptocurrency, a Bitcoin of some sort that failed, dropped to the downside, took CELH with it, which is Celsius energy drinks. And that was just the confusion of tickers overall. One thing that I did notice that, if you guys are watching the Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz boxing match, Celsius energy drink was actually all over that fight. That was my first time learning about Celsius energy drink. I googled them. I found out that they're two completely different companies, and with their earnings report coming out right now, a monster move already pushing up to the north side. Average 10-day volume of only 1 million shares, so not something that does heavy volume throughout the day, but a 17% bump right now on CELH. Celsius Holdings might have to take a look at the stock going throughout the rest of the day, because we are now in all-time high positions for this stock. Let's go. CELH absolutely taking off. We got a couple other stocks that we want to, we got a lot of stocks, honestly. So I'll put this list over here on my second screen so I can oh, that doesn't look good on my second screen. I might have to move it to my third screen. I'll move it to my third screen so I can take a quick glance at it as to what time stocks are being announced or earnings are coming out. In the meantime, why don't I show you Rivian's expected earnings move? And I see a lot of follows coming in. Guys, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the support. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. I want to show you Rivian here real quick, because the earnings expected move, if I remember correctly, let me just go here, go to profile, as that page is taking a little bit longer to load. There we go. Expected 11.6% move as a high of 27.66, and the stock should be moving around very soon. Looks like we are getting a little bit of volatility in Rivian. Not sure if the numbers are out yet. Because the numbers are supposed to come out in the next 3 minutes over here for RIVN. In the meantime, why don't we go to Lyft, because Lyft's numbers should have come out. Lyft is now above $13. Wow, here goes Lyft. Lyft is moving to the north side. Upstart should be out also, and Upstart is I was just gonna say Upstart is a highly squeezed stock, a shorted stock, so it could squeeze to the north side if the numbers are good. But looks like Upstart over here moving back to the south side, dropping big time, taking out some levels to the lower ranges over here. Upstart's gonna be something for sure we're gonna watch. This might just trigger SSR going down 10%. Looks like Take-Two is also out. People in the chat saying Take-Two is out. Let's go see how this stock is moving around. Looks like an initial pump up to the north side, but later on coming back down right now, right back into the day's range for Take-Two. For anyone wondering what Take-Two does, this is a game dev company. They create video games such as GTA 5 Rockstar games and so on. So Take-Two over here kind of moving up first but moving back down. Not sure if the numbers are really out, because I'm not seeing too much of a spike in volume just yet, but you can see that Lyft and Rivian numbers are out, because they did get a little bit of a pump up on volume. Even Upstart, look at how much volume Upstart is currently bringing in on this move to the downside, showing you that the numbers might just be out at the moment. What to expect from the AI lender Upstart? Looks like we're expecting downside, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the direction the stock is heading towards at the moment. Couple other AI stocks that I have on board for earnings today. SoundHound AI. SoundHound AI, if you guys remember recently with AI coming into Catalyst, AI moving around, Palantir, NVIDIA, all those AI basket of stocks popping up to the north side, took SoundHound along with it, and also BBAI, both of which do have earnings today. I don't remember what time SoundHound is 410. And BBAI is 415, so we might have to wait a couple minutes over here for these stock to announce their earnings. In the meantime, why don't we go check out Twilio, which was supposed to announce at 405, and looks like they might have actually come out with their numbers. Yeah, Twilio announced EPS of 0.54, beat by 0.24, revenue of 1 billion. Not sure if that was a beat, but I'm guessing it was a miss overall, because the stock did drop. We're just gonna have to wait for the news channels to update. Why is my Netflix open? We're gonna have to wait for the news channels to update some of these information for us on these stocks. So let's go back to Rivian. Sorry, not Rivian. Let's go back to Upstart over here, see if this numbers have posted. Not over here, but we can check over here at this point. Upstart capital arrangement might be promising, but concern around annualized losses continue. Morgan Stanley being a little bit bearish. I guess they're not wrong with that bearish sentiment. Obviously, big quad dunk coming in over here for your boy. Someone in the chat previously asked, will Luca be on the show? And I did take a screenshot of your chat and I sent it to Luca, and Luca said 100%. I'm actually seeing his reply coming in right now. Luca says, oh shit, and he puts the shaka bro sign. So yeah, that's that. 12% drop on Upstart at the moment. Monster move incoming for these guys. I mean, wow. Look at that Praxterdamus. Where's my animations? I haven't used my Stream Deck in so long that I gotta have my animations here somewhere. Where is it? Praxterdamus. No, that's not Praxterdamus. Where's Praxterdamus? Okay, I'll just do this. Bing. Praxterdamus coming back into the game, ladies and gentlemen, because look at that line the stock bounces in. Upstart bouncing exactly off of one of our support lines that we have previously drawn out. Where does that line even come from? That comes all the way from back here. Wow, that's right around IPO times of March 2021. We're getting a nice little, wait, that's not the line, is it? This is the line. Okay, yeah, that line does come all the way from IPO ranges almost. A nice bounce coming off of that area at the moment, but we could see the stock really pull back all the way into, where is it? I guess we're right here at the moment, but we could also see the stock pull back into these ranges, lows, this ranges highs, these ranges highs over here to test that 200 period EMA, not 50. The 50 is the white line, the 100's the blue line. So right around this blue line, around 36.50 or so, I wouldn't be surprised if the stock really continues to quadrunk. But just from the simple fact that the stock will be on SSR tomorrow, could allow the stock a little bit of a bounce coming in off that $40 area, $45 area. You want to be very careful, obviously, watching the stock on its way down to see where buyers show up. And and with the SSR mechanic, they might just be you might just get an easier trade over there. Adam playing Rocket League, shout out to Adam, my best friend over there. One of the reasons why I made one of my biggest trades within the first 3 months of being at the trade floor that I just was. Shout out to that guy. We wanted to take a look at Rivian off the earnings. The numbers weren't out yet, but looks like the numbers are out now. Rivian is pushing to the downside. No update on TradingView just yet, but looks like over here we do have a newswires coming out. Q2 loss of 1.08 on revenue of 1.12 billion versus estimates of 1.39 per share. So major miss on earnings per share. Yeah, major miss on earnings per share, and miss on revenue too over here. About 1.2 million or so miss on revenue over here, I think. So clearly pushing to the downside now. We also want to look at other numbers for Rivian, such as, you know, the production numbers, exactly like Lucid. We were talking about the Lucid trade yesterday. Let's actually go see how Lucid did today. And looks like Lucid did march all the way back to $7. So monster moved back to 7 on Lucid. 6 did manage to hold. We did not push back towards the 52-week low. Looks like this 6 area coming back into play. Now we're breaking 7. You can possibly look for the stock to, you know, come back, retest the 650 areas tomorrow, and then go back to 7. But if 7 holds, that's a very good indication for Lucid. But with Rivian now being the negative news bearer, carrying the negative torch, right, carrying the negative torch with them, might just rally the rest of the EV sector to the downside, because Lucid didn't really announce that big of a huge beat on deliveries. And if Rivian didn't announce that big of a huge beat on deliveries, we know that Rivian's a bigger company than Lucid. Right? Rivian has had a lot more support than Lucid, so that could just bring the stock even more to the downside. There it goes, taking out the day's low at the moment, or at least trying its very best to take out the day's low. People saying SoundHound is up. Oh, I typed in sound. Let's go to SoundHound. Nicole Harris, what's up, Nicole? Pratt, I can't send super chats. You can't send super chats. You should be able to, unless I'm not allowed to get super chats because I'm not a YouTube you know, member or whatever. Yeah, I need to probably hit a certain metric. So share this channel with your friends, share this channel with your families, with your dogs, with your Sonic Hedgehogs. That rhymed with Ripley. Basically, I'm talking about Ripley. Shout out to Ashley, Ripley's owner, who came into the show yesterday while I was still working for them. Finally, nice to meet one of my favorite chat members, animals, and actually meet the parents too. Ashley, was a great time to meet you if you're in the chat at the moment. But SoundHound, man, what a move right now. Looks like AI is actually getting a little bit of help again to the north side. UPST, however, being the other AI company, a lending AI company, not getting that boost that we needed, at least boost that the people who are invested in it needed. BBAI, however, another AI company with earnings reports coming out today, supposed to be 415, which is right now no bump in volume at the moment, but we'll see what happens going forward for this position. I'm glad to see you bounce on your feet. You know how it is, baby. You can knock us down, but we won't stay down for too long. I'll be honest, I was a little upset yesterday. Obviously, you're gonna be upset when you think you've been doing good, when you think everything's going great, and all of a sudden they just hit you with some absolute nonsense, right? So I was a little upset. We're not gonna let that keep us down, ladies and gentlemen. What's the next trade? Like I said, what's the next trade? What's past is past. We're done. We grow, we learn, we try not to repeat the same mistakes. What's the next trade? And talking about what's the next trade, I think we gotta head over to cryptocurrencies, as this one's supposed to announce earnings today, 4:05. We did not get earnings just yet. No move in Mara in the after hours. Cryptocurrencies were up 2% today, marching back to 3,000 on Bitcoin. Wawa. Oh, look at that. If you guys remember this back in the day when I was still on the show, I actually drew these levels out for you guys on Bitcoin. A possible breakout incoming in this range over here, but it actually broke out earlier than that, ran up to that 31K, pulled back to 28. Now we're getting that run back to 30K on cryptocurrencies, on Bitcoin specifically. So I'm guessing Coinbase made a nice day today. Yeah, Coinbase up 2.4% over here. But Mara sadly, it is up 4%, but we're not seeing anything happening just yet for the after hours. Might have to wait a couple more moments over here for this stock to get back up, or at least announce its earnings and see where this one moves to. I want to go, let's bring this page over here, see if you guys have any stocks that you guys want me to go to. LAZR, TOST, I don't remember. Oh, Lyft, we forgot about Lyft. Anytime Lyft moves, you know what the stock, holy smokes, there goes Lyft through $13. Booyah shaka, goes right through 13, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for possible higher end of the ranges, and Lyft is actually doing good for once on earnings report. That is very surprising to me, because hey, I always use Uber, right? I always talked about how much I use Uber compared to Lyft. I think Lyft prices were cheaper before, but now Lyft prices are a little bit more expensive. If I can recall correctly from the last time I even remember opening the app. We can actually test out right now. Let's check the Uber price from my house to my old employer that you guys know very well, right? Let's check how much the Uber price from my house to my old employer is. $62.36, right? No Uber Plus, no Uber Premium, nothing. I actually canceled it yesterday. So actually, no, since I canceled it yesterday, I think I still have it for a couple more days. But even then, it's $62 something from here to my previous employer. And on Lyft, from my house to my previous employer will be $73.97. So a clear increase in price over there for the exact same service. That's why I don't see why Lyft is booming at the moment. I mean, how is Lyft numbers even coming out good? I want to see the daily active user base. I want to see all those important metrics actually coming out good. Here's the numbers we're looking for. Lyft reports active riders of 21 million in quarter 2. Visible alpha analyst consensus was 21.1. So a little bit of a beat on the estimate, not bad. Lyft guides 1.13 to 1.15 billion for Q3 compared to analyst estimate of 1.09. They are reaffirming and upping analyst guidance for themselves, so that's a positive catalyst. Lyft forecasts strong earnings as it banks on competitive pricing to chase down Uber. We just proved to you that you're not competitive pricing at all. You're much more expensive than Uber, at least where as long as I've noticed. So that's a lie. 0.30 negative, beats by 0.60. So overall beat on earnings per share, beat on revenue, coming out with a better guidance and forecasting better, taking the stock into a new range now above 13. These are prices that the stock has barely traded in all of this year. We kind of traded above 13 for a little bit of this year and then nose dove right back after the earnings call. So now that we're getting back above here, these are ranges the stock has traded very little in. So now we get some new ranges, new price discovery, some awesome levels to trade in. I also believe Lyft is a pretty highly shorted stock. So let's go verify on that. Reload flow checker. Yes, flow checker. Reload, baby girl. In that meantime, we got a nice little hoot session. This vape's dying. LYFT. I want to say the short flow is like 5 to 10%, 14%. Wow. Okay, so I'm wrong. It's actually 4 to 5% more than I was expecting. So pretty decent short flow. Anytime a short flow is 20% or more, it's considered a high short flow. But 15 to 20%, I would consider that a pretty decent high short flow. They engage in short selling when trading volumes are substantial, and as a result, the stock tends to move in a horizontal or sideways direction. I guess you're talking to a chat. Okay, you're talking to a chat. Let's see, holy smokes, I have 95 viewers right now. I'm about to cry. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I'm about to cry. This is the highest numbers my personal streams have ever gotten to. When the first let me go from the, remember when I went to India and I came back and I randomly wasn't on the show anymore and they made Luca the YouTube host? So when they first fired me off the show and made me go do the production stuff, and I was doing my own streams at after hours, I think we were only at Blind Jedi can be a testament to this. It's like Blind Jedi said, can be a testament to this. Like I used to only get like maybe 10-15 viewers, so now seeing that number, ooh, that's gonna be a little tearjerker for me. That's gonna be a tearjerker, especially after everything that's going on. So thank you for everything there. Okay, let's focus on something else so I don't actually cry like a little baby back bitch. All right, Rivian over here, still dropping, but still not taking out the low of day. I got a lump in my throat. I got a frog in my throat. Rivian. Still not taking out the low of day over here. We'll see what happens. It's still stuck in today's range after earnings. Now down 2% off the high of day, I guess. He did have a pretty good day, 2% overall on this stock. And yeah, I'm just waiting to see what happens on Rivian, man. I guess, like, do we still believe in Rivian's future? That level actually looks pretty good to me. If you see that consolidation range we've been stuck in, the break off this level to the downside looks good, and that's exactly where the stock is bouncing off of. That's today's low right there. Today's low around 2350. Yeah, look at that, 2350 coming back, and it's trying to bounce off of that range. If that range breaks, we got, you know, a room to the 100 period, 50 period EMA to the downside, right back into these ranges to find consolidation, find demand, if demand is even there for the stock. And if demand doesn't show up in these ranges of $20, then this stock is going right back into the 52-week low, all-time low ranges. At least that's how the market should behave, right? But do keep in mind the market is always irrational longer than you can stay solvent. So you don't want to be fighting the market over there on these type of setups. If this setup over here shows you buying, and you see buying coming in around $23.50, around $22, then you don't want to be fighting the short to the downside. Maybe just get long. But if the selling is coming in, then I'm looking for a possible move back right into these ranges over here for your boy RIVN, ladies and gentlemen. Hey Brad, thoughts on Yell? I thought you wanted me to yell, but no, I'll give you thoughts on Yell. Okay, I'll give you my honest Yellow Corporation. Is this Yellow Books? Transportation trucking. Transportation and trucking. Okay. I know the stock has been very much in play recently. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. What am I watching here? What the? Yeah, I know the stock has been very much in play recently for bankruptcy conversations and so on, and has been giving you wonderful opportunities to trade. I've kind of just been putting this one on a side burner, I'll be honest, because A, I don't know the whole story. B, I haven't spent the time to actually find out the whole story, because I don't trade these type of stocks. My go-to stocks are stocks with earnings catalyst or upgrades downgrade catalyst, and I look to gap and go or gap and fade type of setups. So yellow over here with actual financials catalyst behind it, not just the market a movement catalyst. It's got actual financial catalyst behind it, such as bankruptcy, chapter 4. Is it chapter 4? Chapter 11, sorry. Chapter 4 is something else. So for that, I think you're gonna need to kind of get deeper into that topic. So me being the lazy guy I am, it's easier for me to go trade other stocks than these, so I don't really look into it. But if you want me to give you a quick little technical analysis on it, keep in mind, technical analysis is not being appreciated on the stock at all, because the stock some days goes to these highs and then some days comes back in. It's all over the place at the moment. One thing I will tell you is maybe take a look at the other stocks that have gone bankrupt recently and how they moved around. They will give you an idea of what to look at. FRC, when this stock was going bankrupt, it would give you pops almost every other day in these ranges. So kind of keep an idea over there. Do keep in mind that the stock will eventually go back to zero, or at least will start delisting and not trade anymore unless there's a new catalyst incoming for the stock. Looks like they actually had earnings today. That's surprising. They had earnings today, and a little bit of a pop in the no pop in the after hour, just a little bit of a drop in the after hours, down about almost 10% over here on this position. Let's go see what chat's talking about. Chat wants SoundHound. Looks like SoundHound earnings might have come out and they are now up 13%. There goes SoundHound. That's what we're talking about. The stock still does not have any volume. Oh no, there you go. Has a little bit of volume now. It's average 10-day volume of 17 million, but in the after hour only bringing that much of volume. That's not really looking too good over there. So why don't we go here real quick, go take a scan at after hour scanners to see where the volume is actually being transacted. Looks like Lyft is taking most of the volume, Upstart's taking most of the volume, Lucid, SoFi getting sold off because of Upstart, obviously. A little bit of a sympathy trade over there on SoFi. Why SoFi? Why are you back below $10? Coupang, that was an earnings stock. Looks like they moved up very little with the light volume over there. Toast moved up drastically with light volume. TOST, monster pop on Toast over here, taken up to $23. Wow. I did not expect that from Toast, I'll be honest. That's why I did not even put it on my list of stocks to take a look at. But a monster move incoming, $23.25. Where can the stock go to? I mean, we're really pushing up to these highs. Possible resistances around these areas. I mean, look at that level, right? Possible resistances around these 23.50 area, 25 areas. But if the stock shows you more buying past this 23.25, then we're looking for that move up to 26.28 on the stock. So keep an eye out for Toast. 10% up so far. We are projecting that 23.25, 23.50s to bring back to see where the after hour supports will be. And then pre-market, obviously the stock moves around from, I think pre-market opens on some brokers at 4, some brokers at 6. We'll see whenever they open, and kind of set up some trades. BLNK apparently announced earnings also. BLNK, Blink reported strongest earnings ever, says Lucas. That's pretty surprising. Let's go check out. Are you playing slots in my chat, bro? I don't have slots, euthanasia, but hey, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out over here, spending some time with your boy. Much love, much love. Blink though, BLNK did pop up over here, but again, light volume, I guess. I mean, that volume candle is the highest of the day so far, so you should not say light volume. More volume than the most volume than any 1 minute, 5 minute candle has brought in on the day. Moved up 4%, but you're saying it was the best earnings report they've ever posted. I guess it's not really being reflected like that in the stock market at the moment, or at least in the stock at the moment. We might have to wait and see what happens. Blink is over 20% short interest. That's a great point, actually bringing it up. I wasn't even thinking about that for BLNK. It is 27 to 29% short float, so keeping that in mind, there's possible squoze action coming in. What, did I actually trade the stock back in the day, chat? I don't remember trading the stock back in the day. I guess I have, because I have lines on the stock somehow. Where was this? October 2022. I guess I traded the stock in 2022 because I did map out some lines over here without even knowing about it. But overall, yeah, I guess these are the levels we're looking for. The stock did pop up to somewhere around $7. 667 almost coming into play. What's the high of this range? 725. Ooh, then yeah, I don't really think we go much higher than these consolidation lows slash these highs over here. That's 667 right there. Chat. Where's Prastradamus? That's not Prastradamus. That's not Prastradamus. So we're just gonna do this again. Right? Like, come on, man. We obviously we knew the stock was there, but we threw the line in, and then we go into the 5-minute chart. Bang, right? You see how previous levels come into play for the stock market. Trading's not really rocket science. You've heard people say this before. I'm not gonna say their names anymore because hey, it is what it is. You know, you've heard people say trading's not rocket science. It really isn't. What makes it rocket science is yourself. You having to manage emotions. You having to manage, you know, the money aspect, which obviously incites emotions for a lot of people and causes people to make the wrong decision. So here's a trade setup, pretty simple trade setup. If the 667 area, let's just say $7, right? Let's say $7, 650 to 7 shows you a possible breakout and more move to the upside. Obviously a high shorted stock, blink charging stations. I'm taking it all back. It's blink charging stations. Come on, man. Isn't Tesla like the go-to North American charging standard? So shouldn't Blink, ChargePoint, Plug Power? I don't think Plug Power does anything with charging stations. But EVGO, I don't think these companies, you know, will be lasting too long with Tesla coming over and taking over the North American charging standard unless these guys start adopting somehow to the standard and start creating same chargers such as Tesla. I don't know how it works, but overall, based on that catalyst alone, I'm gonna be a little careful. But purely off of the economic catalyst, the stock could possibly take off above the 660, 670 area and start making a run towards that where is it, 760 over here, or even $9 coming into play. The 100 period EMA right now at 750, so possible rejections coming in around these areas on the stock. Just watch out for that. I have no idea what's going on. Why is everyone leaving that show? No one's leaving that show. They just fired a bunch of people. That's all it is. I mean, I'll just keep it facts. I don't have to lie to you. If they don't want to tell the truth, that's not on me, right? That's not on me if they don't want to tell the truth. No one left. People got fired. Except for Fahad. Fahad's the only one who actually left on his own accord. And shout out to that man because he had the right mindset. Shout out to that man. BLNK, big move to the upside so far, 2% up. Let's see what's going on with a couple other stocks over here. Where did my earnings whispers page go? There it is. Earnings whisper. LAZR. We forgot about Luminar Technologies, apps, LAZR apps, even Dutch Bros, Clover Health. I know. Oh, Coupang, Rocket Labs. Oh man, there's still so many stocks to take a look at, chat. RKLB, where did you go up? You went up 2.5%. Aerospace and defense technology. I think we saw their rocket. I forget if it was these guys' rocket or somebody else's rocket that went up and blew up, and that was like the perfect time to short that stock. RKLB, kind of in the same realm of SpaceX realm over there, aerospace and defense companies. RKLB, the overall monster pump up coming in. Maybe I shouldn't say market. 2% up to the north side coming in over here. But very light volume on RKLB. LAZR, Laser, Luminar Technologies also pumping up with light volume in the after hours with earnings. And I want to check Coupang, CPNG, Chinese ADRs. Ooh, Chinese ADRs hot again, ladies and gentlemen. Back in play. You guys saw how Baba, PDD, Baidu, NIO, all these Chinese ADRs have been trading in the recent few days. Coupang, once again, in action. So let's see what happens over here. Right now, we're around these highs at $18.50. I think we want to push up to $20. You know, good earnings report. We've been having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beats. For the last 6 quarters, the stock has done nothing but beat on earnings. I think it's time to push towards the $20 and even $22 highs on this level. Let's go check if Coupang is a highly shorted float. It's not a highly shorted stock at all, 2% short. Let's go see what the options expected implied volatility move is, and how far they think the stock could go to in the coming days. So a 6.8% move. They're expecting a high of 1910. You're kind of seeing that already coming into play around 1850, but I'm looking for that move up to $20 or even $21.50, $22 on Coupang. Watch out for these bad boys. CPNG. Yo, Prad, my dog. Amir Zings in the chat. What's up, Amir? Dave 808 here to show support. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, don't want to cry. Don't make me cry, but I love the support. You guys mean a lot to me. Everyone who showed up today for the day one stream, hopefully you keep showing up, because we got lots and lots of fun stuff in store. We could have done all of this for them, but they didn't want it, so now I do it for myself, right? Someone's loss is our gain. Let's get it, baby. I love it. I want to talk about Palantir, because this is the stock that I was actually talking about last night for you guys on my Twitter, laying out some trades, and we actually like the fact that the stock pretty much did picture perfectly what we wanted it to do. We laid out multiple trade scenarios on Twitter. A possible breakout of this range long for a move of 19 and a break of 19 for a move of 20. Did not happen. A possible hold of this area for a long for a move back to this area and a resistance around this area. This hold did not happen. So a short through this area, once again, that 17 level, which was very, very, very in play for the last 2-3 weeks now on Palantir. The 17 level coming back into play, no supports. The short through 17 off the open, giving you a move right down to $16 within minutes. And then where you can flip long. So exactly how we planned out the overall trade setup yesterday. We gave you trades to the longs, we gave you trades to the shorts, we gave you trades to the sideways, and if you did look in those trades, hopefully you were able to make some money. Let's go to Chegg over here to see what happened. Chegg, oh, big monster pullback. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I said about Chegg, so I'm gonna have to go back over here, kind of pull back to my notes, see what I talked about it. Slight miss on EPS. Got RIVN, looking for a stock to possible pullback to the $12 at the 100 period EMA on the daily, or even 11 to test demand after our high of 13. We'll be watching that stock in pre to see what levels are offered. Ideally looking for a long breakouts of 13, 14, or a dip buy at 11. So if we were to go back to that stock, what happened? What happened? Right? Exactly a pullback to 11. Looking for a pullback to 11 for test supports. We pull back to 11. Supports were not showing up at $11. So the stock then manages to pull back even further, all the way back into yesterday's high, showing you supports around yesterday's high and then bouncing around yesterday's high. The fact that we even closed at yesterday's high might be a bullish, I'm putting bullish in quotes, might be a bullish sentiment, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how the stock trades tomorrow. We could get that move back through 11 tomorrow for a possible long. Still up 4% on the day, because the close was 10 and we closed at 10.50, right? Still up 4% on the day. A decent move over here on Chegg, but pretty much gave back all of its move. Off the open, we did make that run to 13. We trapped people at the after hour high. Look at that. The bulls got trapped at the after hour high. This is when you flip short, ladies and gentlemen. That's called a fail through break of a level and a back end short, right? You wait for the stock to go through a level like that, see if buyers show up, and you can see clear indication on the tape where the buyers are evaporating. The tape slows down, and then you start seeing the opposite thing take place where the sellers start coming back in. You wait for that thing to happen, you get short on the re-entry of 13 back through, you give it the risk of high a day above 13. The high a day is actually 13.11 because 13.30 was a pre-market high. And look at that short that you have throughout the day. So these are the trades that I like to take on the show a lot of times. Sometimes it doesn't really work out for me because I'm also battling with my emotional part of my career. But I like to, I've shown you these trades multiple times, right? Even the trade that I actually took yesterday for you guys, my last ever trade on that floor, right here. The back through a 250. I didn't take 250 short off the open. I waited. I took that 250 short afterwards and then got down over here. Over here, long to 245. I didn't front run that 245 long. I waited for the stock to go through 245, then come back to 245 for a possible long. It's actually 244, not 245, but I waited for it to give me that trade. So, you know, front running is good, but oftentimes you'll find a better setup, a better, cleaner entry with better risk to reward, a more defined risk to reward when you just wait for the backside of trades for the long or for the short. Just wait for the true wait for stops to get exploded and then start looking for trades, right? Just a couple ideas for those of you who are looking to learn more about my trading style over there. This is what it must feel like when your mom and dad split and you have to choose a side even though you love both of them. So who's the mom, who's the dad? Am I the mom in this relationship with Trader TV, or am I the dad with this relationship with Trader TV? That's hilarious. I found that pretty cute. But ladies and gentlemen, those are pretty much all the trades that I have today to talk about. Why don't we go to the economic calendar over here, talk about what's coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so no CPI just yet, but Thursday we do have CPI coming up. That's going to be an important number for you to watch out. Watch out how the stock moves at 8:30. Obviously, I'm the mom. I don't want to be the mom. I wear the pants in the house, okay? I wear the pants in the house. I'm not the mom. No, mommy Pratt. No, they call me Pratty Daddy, bro. Get it right. They call me Pratty Daddy. Don't be mommy Pratty me, okay? Pratty mommy doesn't sound good. Pratty Daddy is the name of the game. FOMC members coming out Thursday. Import exports coming out Thursday. Where's that? Sorry, that's not. No, wait. I'm reading wrong. Sorry. Core CPI comes out Thursday and initial jobless comes out Thursday. PPI comes out Friday. The other two numbers that I was saying earlier were actually yesterday and so on, or today. That was today. Yeah, wholesale numbers came out today. Not sure if the market moved anything off that. I did say import exports might not really move the market, but they might have. We might have to just be a little careful with that one. Let's go see if IPOs are any fire IPOs coming out. Not really. Fitel Corp, Saks, Parent Golf. Ooh, golf company coming out with the IPO over here. Pretty small companies though, not big companies by any means. Let's see what the chat wants me to do. SMCI bouncing. Red room is a sign. Yo, chill, bro. Yo, my red room is nice, bro. Chill. Don't be hating. My red room's nice. What do you got against my red room, man? Look at the Mila Kunis poster over there. Alexa, lights off. The Mila Kunis poster over there. I got my McLaren car. I got the Alexa, lights on. I got my McLaren Formula 1 car right there. My dog's bed right there. Bro, this room's lit, okay? You wish this room was cool as yours. Wait, I said that wrong. You wish my room was cool as... This room was as cool as yours. No, you wish your room was cool as this. English second language. I said that wrong. You know what? It's time to wrap up the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Time to wrap up the stream. Let's see what else is actually moving real quick. Palantir, obviously, 144 million shares traded today. 141, sorry. Earnings in the morning, or earnings last night, allowing the stock to pump up. Tilray bringing in 121 million shares today. Why? I guess Kronos, who had earnings last night, we were talking about them on the stream. Kronos, who had earnings last night, moved around a little bit, helping out Tilray, unless Tilray had their own separate catalyst over there. Tesla 250 coming back into play. Lucid, obviously, earnings play. Lyft is going to be an earnings play that tomorrow you can watch, and its sympathy trade will be Uber. So make sure you can make sure you're watching both of them, because if you find Lyft a little bit harder to trade with the spread opening up and maybe the lack of volume, you might be able to sympathy trade Uber a little bit easily, or vice versa, whatever it is. But Lyft will be the party leader tomorrow, and Uber will be the copycat for the moves coming in. The top gainers for the day today, for the most part, it looks like Tilray, USM. That stock has been on the list for 2-3 days now. Okay, USM up another 7%. Sorry, another 22%. What? I remember seeing that stock on this day. I think this was Friday. USM and another company that owns most of USM. I forget, it was a TSN or TSA or something that owns most of USM. They both popped up, and another pop up over here. I think if I remember correctly, they're going to restructure this company somehow. Is that the new all-time high on this position? No, it's not. My chart just wasn't loading. But pushing back into these ranges over here for USM, another nice pump up on the day today. But Eli Lilly, another earnings stock coming out. Looks like that one pumped up, and stocks that were down on the day. I don't think there were too many big stocks that were down. Datadog is actually a pretty big company. I guess they missed on their earnings and they are down 17%. That will be on SSR. Make sure you watch that stock for a possible bounce tomorrow. If you are looking for a possible long bounce tomorrow on Datadog, I would wait for honestly $80. I would honestly wait for $80. Let's see how the stock did today. Chat. Do I even have to? What is this? The bottom that I nailed that came in pre-market? Chat. I don't know what to tell you at this point. I am him. I better open up my damn account as soon as possible and start trading now without restrictions, without having a shutdown, without having any problems. I manage my own risk better and make all the money and keep 100% of it and not give away, you know, X% of my money to day trade the world. So, no, I'm joking. I'm still looking to trade with prop firms over there. And sadly, we'll be giving away most of my percentage of my money that I do make, if I make any to begin with. But no, D-Dog over here. I just like seeing, you know, my levels come into play. It's the best feeling ever. I know you guys know how that feels when your levels come into play. But tomorrow, the stocks that I'm mostly looking forward for will be your Palantir, Rivian, Lyft, possibly Lucid. And I'll go through the volume scanners. I'll go through my Trade Ideas account. I use code PRAD. I think it's PRAD15 to get 15% off on Trade Ideas. Use code PRAD15 to get 15% off. We do have our own Discord server, which has been there for a long time. So come join our Discord server. Do exclamation mark. I don't think it works actually. Let me open this one up. I have to open this one up for that command to work. So let me open the software. Come on, software, open up. If not, let me actually do this. Let me quickly create a new Discord invite for you guys. Create a new Discord invite for you guys, and I'll post it in the chat here. Why isn't it going through? I'll post it in the chat here for you guys. The links are like invisible for me. Can you guys see the links? No, cancel. Let's see if this works. Discord. If not, we'll fix it. Post it in the description as well. Yeah, it should be in the description actually. Good point. Make sure you guys join our Discord. We're gonna have a lot of fun with these streams and a lot of fun with the, you know, trading. Now I get to actually be transparent with you guys. Now I can be, you know, 100% transparent. I can tell you exactly how much share size I'm taking, how much money I'm making, how much money I'm losing, and we get to keep it real. They didn't like me doing that. They didn't like the fact that I was telling you guys I was tilted. They didn't like the fact that I was telling you guys, you know, how much size I was taking or how much money I was down on the day or how much money I was making on the day. They didn't like it. They wanted it to be hidden. Okay, fine. But I don't have to follow those rules. We'll keep it 100 with you. We'll keep it honest. Like I said, everything that happened, I'm an honest book. I'll keep it open book, right? I'm an open book. I'll keep you 100% honest with you. I might drop a video in the near future, maybe a week or two, as to what actually happened, all the way from the start of my trading career, all the way till now, my first 3 years of trading, right? We'll post that up on the internet and we'll go from there. I'm just gonna have to use ChatGPT to create a little bit of a script. I'll record the video, and hopefully you guys enjoy what's coming out in the near future with your boy Trader Prad. I can't wait for this community to grow. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for an amazing first stream. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I love all of you. Peace out. Good night.